Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is RJV Sheth, and today one of my favorite apps is going to be picking my reads, so I'm really excited. Let's get started. I'm not liking that she's kind of acting like a sniveling coward, and the words stars is going to haunt me. Honestly, one of the best female characters ever. This kind of felt like a history book. My jaw has still not been picked up from the floor. I'm literally so speechless. I'm so glad I read this book. I dreamt about this book when I slept. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But this is going to be a reading vlog, and I have like decision paralysis, so I can't make a decision to save my own life. The app Fable is going to be picking my reads. It has its mascot called the Fable Bird Scout. There are 3 lists in Fable. Currently reading list, the books that you have read, and the books that you want to read. In the want to read list, there is a kind of like a small option with a bird on it. If you click on that, it picks your reads for you, and I'm kind of in like a reading slump. Not exactly though. I don't want to choose what I want to read right now, and I'm still a mood reader at my core, so it gives you like 3 options, and whichever one I want to read out of them, that's the one we'll be reading. Fable is my favorite app ever. We can log what books we read, we can talk to people about the books we have read, we can make such an amazing community there, and it is amazing. I have a book club on Fable, so if you want to join, it's always free and it is always linked in the description below. There are like chapter discussions for any book that we are reading. We choose a book to read every month, and let's get started. I'll pick the first read and I'll talk to you later. Okay guys, so Fable gave us 3 options. The first was Fury Bound by Sable Sorensen. The second was Verity Guilt by Mike Horland. And the third was The Wolf Queen by Lauren Palfreman. I don't know how to pronounce the author's name, ignore that. But the fact is that The Wolf Queen is not even released. It comes out in December. Verity Guilt just came out like 2-3 days ago, and it is the start of a new series. I don't want to start a new series. I'm already in the middle of like a million. The book that we are going to be reading first in this reading vlog is none other than Fury Bound by Sable Sorensen. It is the second book in the Wolves of Ruin trilogy. It is coincidentally on my May TBR too, so I'm really excited to get to reading with it. I'm kind of glad that Fable picked this because it is another series I'm in the middle of reading and I can get up to date with it. The third book in this trilogy comes out in like December of 2027. It's such a long way. So I'll talk to you when I'm like 50% of the way through Fury Bound or something like that. We'll see. I'm really excited to read this. Direbound was kind of like a 3-star read for me, but people have been raving about Fury Bound. They say that it is way better than Direbound. So I'm excited and I'm a follower if nothing else. Just kidding. One thing I loved about Direbound was that the main female character has to bond with dire wolves. I love whenever there are animal companions in books. It's just one of my favorite side tropes ever. Guys, it's like 5-6 hours later, but I am currently on chapter 31 of Fury Bound. I'm on page number 301 and it is Stark's POV. I am 52% of the way through the book. Now, let me first tell you the plot of Direbound before I jump into talking about Fury Bound. Oh my god, my Kindle flew from my hands. So the plot of Direbound is that there is a main female character called Meryn Cooper. She is a normal human being, or so she thinks, and her sister Selah gets kidnapped or abducted by the enemy kingdom's siphons. They are like very bad people, and so she enlists in the king's army to bring her sister back. And while enlisting in the king's army, she has to bond with a direwolf if she wants to get her sister back. So she bonds with a direwolf called Anasa, and there are trials in this book and there are ball scenes in this book, and it was fun, but I was kind of bored in the middle of it, and the ending kind of had me shook. But I also predicted it somehow. I don't know why, but I did not predict the whole ending. I just predicted part of it. So I like Direbound, as I said, 3.5 stars for that. But Furybound, it is way better than that. I'm really enjoying my time reading it. I've just sat my butt on this bed and I've not gotten up. I've been reading this for like 5 hours and I still have like 5 hours left to read in this book. It is of 608 pages. But I'll probably finish this today. It's like 2:50 p.m. right now. So I still have a lot of time. Furybound is way better than Direbound. I just have one criticism, and that is Merin is at a very high position in this whole world of Nocturna. She's just accepting people's offered orders even when she is on a higher position than them. She is acting kind of like a pushover, and I'm not liking that. If she is at such a high position, shouldn't she be like taking control of the situation and stuff like that? I'm not liking that she's kind of acting like a sniveling coward. But I'm enjoying the book. It could be a 4-star for me. This is a dual POV book. We did not have that in the first book. So Stark's POV is making this book a lot better. So better. I'm loving him. My favorite part of this book is so far Anasa and the dire wolves and Merin's little sister Sela. They are so snarky. I love it. I'll talk to you when I'm like 75% of the way through Furybound, when I have a lot more thoughts. I kind of have some predictions about how this book could end. I don't know if I'm correct. Obviously, I don't know if I'm correct because I'm not at the end of the book. Duh. I have some theories. Let's see if I'm correct. I forgot to tell you this, but in Direbound, we kind of have an academy setting where Merin has to learn how to be a part of the bonded. So she has to go through teaching sessions, and I love that. Yeah, that's all for right now. So guys, I'm currently on chapter 59 of Furybound. I still have 3 chapters left to read in the book. 94% of the way through the book on page 558, so I still have 30 pages to read. I'm loving it, and I'm still in the same t-shirt because I have been reading this book this whole day and I'm going to finish it right now. Thoughts, the plot is going crazy. Some people have said that they have issues with the pacing of the plot. I'm not feeling that because every chapter ends on a mini cliffhanger, and that is just crazy to me. It is feeling fast paced only. It is not feeling slow paced, or it is not evenly paced in my opinion. So guys, as you saw, I just finished Furybound by Sable Sorensen like 1 hour ago. I think I'm gonna rate it 4 stars because overall I loved the book. It was so fun. One thing that did not work for me was the ending. I did not like the ending. It could have wrapped up as a duology perfectly. I feel like the author just made the ending crazy to just write one more book. I loved the book. I'm giving it 4 stars. It was so good. Highly recommend. But this would have been so much better as a duology. The plot twist happened in like the last page, the last line of the book, and it kind of felt like it came out of nowhere. It kind of made sense but did not make sense at the same time, if you get what I'm saying, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. 4 stars for Furybound by Sable Sorensen. The criticism I had earlier about Merin not stepping up definitely resolved itself by the ending of the book. I'm excited to read the 3rd book, but I'm kind of disappointed with how it ended. Yeah, I just wish it would have wrapped up as a duology. So that's my thoughts for Furybound by Sable Sorensen. If I have any other thoughts, I'll update you. Now, let's pick my next read. Let the Fable Scout pick my next read. But before we do that, I just want to let you know that I finished Furybound in one single day. I binge read it in the whole day. Binge read. I did not do anything else. I have not studied. I have not done anything else except read this book. And that is why I'm kind of rating it 4 stars. The hold it had on me was crazy. So yeah, now let's pick my next read and let's see what we have to read next. Okay, guys, before I talk about the book that Fable picked for me, I still have one thing I want to say about Fury Bound to You. The magic system felt so well thought out. It felt like everything was planned out ahead, and I loved that. I loved the magic system in this book. It was amazing. Loved it, really, really loved it. And the concept of the tears was really fun to read too. And I just know that Lucian and Vena are gonna be a power duo. Power duo, just mark my words. I know it. I love Stark in this book. I love Kratos, Sela, Anasa. I love all of them. Okay, now let's talk about the book that Fable picked for me to read next. The first book it picked was The Scars Within. I don't know the author's name, but you can see the screenshot on the screen. Then the next book it picked was Arcana Academy by Elise Kova. I have never read an Elise Kova book before, so I'm really excited to get into one if I do pick it. And the last book it picked was The Poison Daughter by Sheila Masterson. And I think you know what I'm gonna be picking. So I don't want to pick The Scars Within because it is an unfinished series. I do not want to pick Arcana Academy because it is an unfinished series. And I'm going to be picking The Poison Daughter by Sheila Masterson because it is a standalone. Do you know these days it is so hard to find fantasy standalones? Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love series, but sometimes I just want to read a standalone and be done with it. So, the next book we are going to be reading in this amazing reading vlog is The Poison Daughter by Sheila Masterson. I have it loaded up on my Kindle, so let's read the first line together. So, the dedication. To all of the versions of myself I've buried and mourned, and to the one that survived, I wrote this one for you. Isn't that so heartbreaking but sweet at the same time? Now, the first line is Harlow. The drained are at the city gates again. Okay, not an amazing starting line, but I'm excited nonetheless because this is an anticipated 5-star read for me. The way that people have hyped it up for me, I will be very disappointed if it is anything less than a 5-star, but I don't want to jinx it. And I don't know much about this except that it is my book club's book of the month. You can join my book club. The link is always in the description below. I know that this is dual POV with Harlow as the FMC and Henry as the MMC. I'm so excited. The premise sounds so good. I'll get to reading and I'll talk to you later. Okay guys, I'm in the middle of The Poison Daughter. I'm currently on chapter 29 Henry. I'm on page number 410. This book is of 816 pages. I thought it was something like 400 pages, but whatever. So let me tell you the plot of the book. The main female character is Harlow and the main male character is Henry. Harlow is a daughter of the ruling family in their whole world, and she's the 8th or something daughter, their 8th child or something like that. And every child in their family has magic. Someone has protection magic, someone has illusion magic, and Harlow has poison magic. So if she kisses anyone, she can kill them with any poison she desires. Like, she can kill anyone with any type of poison, and that I find really intriguing. And Henry is the son of, so outside of the realm of Harlow's parents, there was once a stronghold called Haven Mountain. Mountain Haven or Haven Mountain, I don't remember. And it was taken over by the drained. The drained are kind of like the vampires. And but 10 years later, they find out that the stronghold actually has humans in it, and there is a young man who is young enough to marry Harlow. So it is kind of like an arranged marriage, and Harlow has to kill Henry. Henry has to kill Harlow because people assume that Henry's family was killed or was plotted to be killed by Harlow's family, and it is all really messy and chaotic, but I'm really enjoying it. This is not giving me 5-star vibes. I don't know why, but it is not just hitting at that exact spot. There are like really minor things that I'm not liking, which is kind of giving me the ick, but not the ick in a really bad way that I want to DNF this. It will probably be a 4-star or something like that. So I'm really enjoying it, but I'm not getting the 5-star feeling. It's just the small things that shouldn't matter, but I'm overthinking it because I have high expectations for this book. I think that is kind of hindering my experience of reading this. If I had gone in with no expectations, it could have been a 5-star. I don't know. It is what it is. Some of the plot twists in this book have already been crazy. It is feeling really fast paced. The banter is amazing. It is kind of spicy and skipping over those parts, but I just wanted to let you know, and that's all for right now. Guys, I'm 94% of the way through The Poisoned Daughter. I'm currently on chapter 63. It is Henry's chapter. I still have 3 chapters left to read and I have 53 minutes left in the book. So, my thoughts. I am having complicated feelings about the MMC. I love the FMC. She can do no wrong in my eyes. I'm having complicated feelings because some of the things he did, I can't forgive them, but after like 10 something chapters I forgive them. I forgave them and it got brought up back again. So I don't know what so the MMC killed someone and I had a strong emotional connection to him. I don't know if I can forgive that, but I did forgive that and now I'm liking it, and that same conflict got brought up again and the words stars is going to haunt me. Some of the plot twists are so crazy, guys. I'm literally so speechless. I'm so glad I read this book. From like 70% to 80% of the book, I was like, it could be a 3.5 star or something like that. I don't know what I want to rate it. It is giving me anxiety. The plot twist had me gagged. My jaw has still not been picked up from the floor. As you can see, it is currently 2:03 a.m. Yeah, I've been staying up to finish this book. I'm literally so speechless. Wow. I've been like updating my book club crazily while I was reading this book. Some of the things made me so mad, but they got resolved and yeah, I'll get to reading. I'll finish the book and I'll update you when I have had a clear thought about what I want to rate it. So yeah. Okay guys, it's the next day's morning. And the thing is, I finished the book. I did not want to film myself reading in the late hours of the morning. Actually night, because it was 3 a.m. when I finished it. But I loved this book. It was so good. I'm having thoughts to reread it. And now I'm just really confused. You can see my rating on the screen. I dreamt about this book when I slept. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But this book was so good. I loved that the author made me hate some characters but wrote something redeemable, and the character arcs got even better. Henry, yeah, I love Harlow. She's such a badass. I love her. She is amazing. The premise of this book was really fun too. I loved the part where Harlow had to go to Mount Haven to marry Henry. That was really fun. When we got to know who Rochelle is, the truth, oh my god, there were so many good plot twists in this. I did not predict any single one of them. So that is why it also kind of influences my rating. I could just speak endlessly about this book. So that's for The Poisoned Daughter by Sheila Masterson. Highly recommend. I was thinking what could be there that it has to be 816 pages. A lot is there. A lot is there. Everything is highly important. The plot twist that I couldn't guess, the groundwork for them was laid from the first page. The first frickin' page. I'm definitely going to be reading more of this author's work. And yeah, that's for The Poisoned Daughter. If I want to say anything else, I'll let you know. Now, let's get to picking my next read, which is I have no idea what it is going to be. So let's open Fable and see. Fable has been picking so many amazing reads. Okay guys, so the Fable Scout gave us 3 options. The first was Smoke and Scar by Gretchen Powell. Then the second was The Jased Air by Sarah Hashem. And the third was Neverthorn by Shannon Mayer. So now I think I'm gonna be picking The Jased Air because it is a 2-book duology, while Smoke and Scar is going to be a trilogy, I think, and Neverthorn is an ongoing series. I really want to read Neverthorn because I heard that it has an academy setting. Those do it for me. I love those types of books so much, and I've wanting to read Smoke and Scar because the cover is so pretty. It's so pretty. But I think I'm gonna be picking The Jased Air. That, I think that is how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. I have no idea what it is about. I just know that the main female character is hiding and she's the heir to some kingdom, and she does not want the current ruling people to know that. I don't know. There is magic. People say that the magic system is amazing. So I'm really excited. Let's read the first line of the book together. I'm still not over the poison daughter. Sorry for the abrupt interruption, but my mother called, so I had to pick up the phone. Now, the dedication of this book, I think this book is gonna hit. To Hend for being my first reader, friend and little sister, and to every eldest daughter who chooses to be brave. Now, let's read the... Oh wow. The first line is amazing. 2 things stood between me and a good night's sleep, and I was allowed to kill only one of them. Such a banger of a first line. I'm really excited to read this book. I'll get to reading and I will update you when I'm 50% of the way through the book. I want to finish this book today, and it's currently 11:14 a.m. Hopefully I can finish it. Let's see. Let's get started with reading the book. Hey guys, I'm currently 22% of the way through The Jased Air. I'm on chapter 8 and I'm on page number 129, I think. So, let me tell you the plot of the book. The main female character is Sylvia, and she has been living in a lower village since she was young, since she was 15 years old, and she is actually the long lost Jased Heir. No one knows that she has been hiding her identity, of course because of the title of the book. The kingdom of Jased was scorched down by the Nizal kingdom because they have magic. It is a long story. Only the Jasedi people have magic in their veins in their body. No other kingdom has magic in them. So whenever anyone encounters a person with magic, they always try to persecute them, and so that's why Sylvia is hiding her magic, hiding her identity. The heir of Nizal comes into her small little village and he discovers that she has magic, and he takes her to the Nizal kingdom to compete in the Alcala trials, where it just celebrates something. It is very confusing. The name is very confusing, so I won't be able to pronounce it, but they are celebrating some festival, and if she wants to survive, she has to win the competition. So the story goes from there. That is all I know till now. I'm only 22% of the way through the book. I wanted to update you because I am going on a road trip today with my father, so I won't be able to update you there. So that's all for right now. I am loving Sylvia. She is so witty, she is so smart, she's honestly one of the best female characters ever. Her snark is like, you have to read it between the lines, and I'm loving that. So guys, you may see the change in the background because I'm currently at the hotel. We are gonna be staying here for like 2 to 4 days or something like that. I don't know. So now let me update you about my read, The Jessed Heir. I'm currently on chapter 28. I'm 76% of the way through the book. I'm on page number 433. Now, let me give you my thoughts. It is an Egyptian based mythology book. It has an Egyptian base. I'm really enjoying that. It is kind of confusing with all of the Egyptian terms and all of the founders of this whole magical world. That is kind of confusing me, but the yearning in this is top notch. I feel like I'm kind of forcing myself to read the book because I have to finish this video by tomorrow, and I don't want to do that, so I'll try to slow down my reading pace. No, I will try to slow down my reading pace and I'll read when I want to, and not the other way around, because I'm doing this for fun. It's not like a job, it's my side hobby. So I'll get to reading. So guys, I finished The Jessed Heir by Sarah Hashem, and I think I'm gonna rate it 4 stars because my criticisms of this book were like, the pacing of this book felt really weird because it was very slow paced at some points and it was very fast paced at some points. It just felt inconsistent, and this is the author's debut novel and it is already this good, so I'm really excited to continue the series. The cliffhanger wasn't just something I'm not itching to pick up the next book, if that's what you're thinking, but I'm definitely gonna pick it up sometime. This kind of felt like a history book with all of the world building in it. It was really necessary, but it just took over the plot sometimes, and I did not like that. The world building was a huge part of this book, and because of that, I also got confused sometimes. So that is why I'm gonna give The Jessed Heir 4 stars. It was good. The Egyptian part of this, I've not read a lot of Egyptian mythology based books, and I definitely want to get into that. But that's for The Jessed Heir. We read 3 books in this video. The first was Fury Bound by Sable Sorensen, which I rated 4 stars, I think. Yeah. Then we read The Poison Daughter, which I rated 4.5 stars. Then we read The Jessed Heir, which I've rated 4 stars. So I really enjoyed all of these books. All of my links are down below. My Fable Bookclub, my Fable, my Instagram, my Goodreads, Spotify, Pinterest, everything. Anything you could want of me is down below. And yeah, that's all for today's video. I love you all so much. Comment the wolf emoji for Fury Bound to let me know that you watched till the end of the video. And that's all for right now. Bye.